Well, here we're on another project. We had a snowstorm come through a couple weeks ago. Snow and ice. And this is the result of it. Bunch of little pines. We're gonna take most of the wood out of it. You know, I mean, it's pretty good size. I mean, it's not huge or anything, but you know, pretty good size stuff. So we're gonna come all the way up to this yard right here. Ow! As you can see, it all just kind of came this way. We cleared out a few trees. We maybe cut down 3 trees, but all that was standing in that hole at one time before the snowstorm. All this kind of fell on itself, you know, one domino effect. I guess what I'm trying to say, but luckily he didn't get his shed smashed. So all these are coming out up here too. And then, I don't know if you can see it, but that right there, we did that little patch a couple months ago. And so we're just continuing it back for these other 2 neighbors. That was for that guy. Now we're working for this guy and the next guy over, and possibly the lady there. So we got to get this out of their yard too. So all these got to come down. This is gonna be fun around the shed and stuff. But they're tired of them all doing this all the time, and you know, breaking their fences and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna, this cutter's head still isn't back yet, didn't get it fixed, so we're just out here with the excavator plugging away, getting stuff baled out of the way and cut, and figure it out from there. So well, just wanted to show y'all the progress here on the job. Got all the pines out around the building, little shed. That's the neighbors over there. We're not doing any of that. But we had to end up putting all of our slash, piled it down along here just to get in here to work. So I went through this area. We had a pile of slash up there, ground all the stumps down, and then we started putting the material back. I do always check with a customer to see, you know, like what they want to do in the future with it. You know, is it something they're gonna want to turn into yard, or you know, what they want to do, because you know, now there's a bunch of stumps in there. You know, I don't think it's right to just cut them off and be done with it, kind of thing. You know, I mean, he was fine with it. He said he has no plans of making this yard or anything like that. For instance, same thing with this guy, this house here, said the exact same thing. They were just tired of them. You can see, fell on the fence, one fell on this, one fell on that house right there when we had a last ice storm. So they're like, just get them out of here, just get them done, gone with. But like this job up here we did, this was, I don't know, a couple months ago. But this one, we got a fence up now. But this one here, we popped everything out because he wants to maybe build a garden up here. You know, he's really not sure, but he's like, you know, I don't want any stumps in here. I think we left 1 or 2 along the fence. We couldn't get it out because that other fence was in the way. But you know, always try to make sure with the customer, and that costs more, you know, for the size area than it did to do this area, because we had to dig all the stumps out. But you know, otherwise you're gonna have a time coming back through here, scraping all the mulch off, trying to find the stumps. But I always try to feel out the customer, see exactly what they want their end product to be, you know, maybe a couple years from now or whatever. But this guy has no plans of cutting any more grass, is what he said. He said, I'll get some weed sprayer or something, but something will come back up. It'll be a while, but maybe they'll plant something down through here. We got the 1, 2, about 3 more we're gonna do. We're actually gonna do a little bit for her now. She has some come down, so try to get those cleaned up for her. So, but just the importance of the excavator. You know, I mean, you can take a skid steer and push it all up over there real quick, no problem. But to get it laid out thin enough to be able to mulch it efficiently. I know that looks like a mess, but it's just how I like it. You don't get it too high, the material built up too high, because what happens is the mulch just spits back on top of unground material. So there's an actual art to it, like that right there. That's maybe 4 feet high. You can't just go into that and start mulching. You'll end up with, you know, good material on the ground. It won't be mulched all the way through. So, you know, Josh over here raking everything out, getting it laid out how I like it. We got he's gonna saw up those down there. I think Willie's taking 4 or 5 loads of pulp to the pulp mill. We got a little bit here and a little bit up there. But another thing we do is we just cut everything at 14 feet. And we know with our log racks on our trailer how much we can fit in there weight wise and everything. We got it down in pretty good science, but it's so much easier to do it all one length as far as getting it out of the woods, because what we got to do with it, I fork it up with that and take it through to there. There's a power line right away, hauling all the way up there to the truck, to the road. So keep it at one length. It helps with the material as far as, or with the logs, trying to get them all forked out of there. But yeah, this is the cutter head I'm renting. It's actually a this is an older model. Let me see if I can see the year on it. He doesn't have his right there. I don't see what year it is, but this is actually an older style, older model. And he took the drum out and put the new DCR drum in, and it cuts great. I mean, he put new bearings in it when he put the new drum in it. That thing's a hoss. It's a good cutter head. I like it. But all right, here we go. Well, I finished it. It just turned 6 o'clock. I started about 7:15 this morning, and we got it all done. So all the way down to doing that stuff there on that person's property. But good bit of mulching here, and her chips, whatever you want to call it, mulch chips. But went through 2 tanks today. So it was 60 gallons of fuel. I didn't shut it off, but for maybe 30 minutes for lunch. That was about it. So she ran good. She's out of def, and I had to go twice the truck today. So I put a few gallons in it, and tomorrow morning I'm gonna grease it up and get all ready for the next job. So thanks again for watching, y'all. Have a good one. Please subscribe if you haven't. Gonna have some more mulching stuff coming up here soon. Thanks again.